coming at you. I gotta move that a little bit. Hope you guys are all having a great night. Let's go. All right, I see Robert the accountant in. All right, I have a screen in front of me. I'm hoping to see a little more of the chat on this screen that's in front of me. Hope you guys are all having an awesome night. Welcome in. I was bored, so look at this. We're going to do a full book. Full book of this $2 cash word. What's up, Robert, Warren, Kevin Kelleher, Mountain Billy's here, Mystery Man's here. If you guys have a way of sharing this out, that would be awesome. I would love it. All right, let me just get a second laptop up. I want to see the studio. Hey, Pumpkin71. Hello and welcome. What's up, Tri-State? All right. I'm going to see if this... So, Mass Lottery gave me these a while ago. This is the a game like no other, the $50 billion extravaganza. It's a pusher. I wonder if it's going to scratch these very well. I don't know. We're going to try it, though. All right. Actually, I have to... Let me just see something real quick. It's kind of in the way... I might be able to get away with it right there so that I have plenty of room. I know I have a little bit of a shadow where I am, but I'd rather be... All right, let's try this. You guys, we're going to do most of these the fast way. We might end up... scanning a few, too. There's 150 of these tickets. All right, you guys know the deal. We're looking for pretty much vowels we don't have and like main letters that we don't have. O-A, and we have an A-O-U. We're going to do the bonus down here as well because these are going to be extra letters and we want to see what we're going to have. Or it could have cash down here. What's up, Record Guy? We got Caleb in the house. Roberto Cruz. If you guys are new to the channel, please do me a favor. Hit that subscribe. What's up, Trace the Ace? We got Justin G. Justin G made me an awesome new avatar. I posted it on my Facebook. What's up, Becca? We got Norbert in the house. We got Sherry here. We got Jackie Skibba. Let's go, guys. All right, we're going to do these the fun way. That's the fast way. All right. So no... E, no I. Let's go. How about Baron? Do we have an R? We have an R. We have Baron right off. All right. So on these here, we only need 2 for a win. All right, we got Baron. Do we have no I? No E? E. I. E. Do we have a G? If we have a G, we have a win, but we don't have a G. I. E. E. Warren coming in with a $5 lucky super chat. Get the party started. Thank you, Warren. Appreciate you. Warren's awesome. I've known Warren in the community for a long time. Met him in Vegas. All right, let's go. Amy Mead's here. All right, no E, no G. That G's killing us, huh? G, E, 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 I, E. All right, it looks like we're going to have... just that one word on the first one. That's going to be of the non-winning variety. By the way, this is a 50-50 mix between me and an awesome friend of mine, Lisa. What's up, Tyler Scott? Jonathan LaFrance is in the house. What's up? What's up? Dave Cutting's here. Woohoo. Let's go. Let's go. We're going to have fun. We got 150 of these. All right, we got an I, an A, an O. Welcome back, Jonathan. You've been a member for 2 years. An I, an O, a U, and an A. No E. Wow, no E, no R. Let's start with that, but we might have one down here. And there's an R. So no E. All right, we'll start with that. Probably no L. No L, E, L, L. All right, we got data. We're probably going to have a win here. E L E. I say that now. E E O U. Is there really no H? There really is going to be no H. Wow. E E H E L. It's funny how they H E H E E E. Wow. Wow. SRX of the non-winning variety. Tri-State coming in on the train with a $5 lucky super chat. Thank you so much, Tri-State. Appreciate that. We have 37 in the house already, 16 likes. I decided to do this one as a vertical. I will be live tomorrow afternoon at 4 o'clock with a $2,500 book of the $50 ticket. I'll be live from Randolph. E-O-U-I, no A this time, unless we got it down there. Nope. No A and no N. I like to say no A, no N, no N. Yeah, Katie, let's go. You have all night, right? Yes, we're doing a whole book. A tempo. Tempo. We got tempo. I'm gonna let you guys do some of these too, so it's not just gonna be me doing them. A. All right, we got soul. We have our first win. And by the way, if you get a money sign in it, it doubles the prize. All right. Biosphere. I can't imagine that we have that word, but I think we do. BIOSPHERE. We have biosphere. Wow. Wow, that's a big word, huh? No A, no A, no A, no A. How about vote? VOTE. We got vote. Alrighty. No A, no A. And epic. We have epic, right? I think we have epic. We do. How many words is that? 6? 5? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. 5 words on this is $10. All right, let's check it out. Look at that, guys. TEN, $10. Yeah, I'm going to crack a beer, too. Just not yet, but I am going to crack a beer. All right, we got a U, an A, an O, an I. All right, no E. No E. Let's go. Thank you guys all for being here. E, O, U, G. No G. I don't see a G. Oh, well, we don't need one. If we have an H and a T, we're good. But there's no H either. No H. All right. H, H, E, E. No P. No P. H, E, 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 E. H. Oof. Always love a good oof, right? H, E, H, P, E. All right, this one right here is going to be of the non-winning TYH variety. I don't know any stores in that area, Justin. All right, we got A, U, O. No I, no E so far. Still no I, no E. All right. E, how about a Y? Do we have a Y? We do. We have spy. All right. Well, this is something I can't have as dairy, but I'd like the word, but it doesn't look like we have a D. Well, Cassie's Corner is the best store anyway. All right. S, no I. No, we have. No, we don't have an I on this one. We don't have an I or an E. I, E, E, E. I, E, E, E. D. E, E. S-K-I, no E. I-E-I-E. All right, it looks like it is just another one-worder, O-R-Y. We've won on one ticket so far, but it was a $10 win so far. What's up, Scooter? Hope you're having a great night. All right, we got an O, A-U, no I and E again, huh? I-E. I and E are not showing up. I-E-S. All right, S, O-W-N. We got the W down there, so we got own. Hey, what's up, Tom? Nice to see you. Hey, Chris Susi. My brother from a different mother, Tom E. E-E-E-E. D-A-M-P. We got damp. All right, we have another word. We have another winner. E. I. No. Oh, you know what? I don't need the I, do I? That's a good point. I don't need the I. G. No G. Oh, no, we have a G. H. T. No T. No T. 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 E. S. S. T. T. E. T. 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 S. All right. It looks like it's just $2. TWO. $2 right there. Second win for $2. We'll take it. All right. Let's go. 47 in the house. If you guys could double tap your screen just to hit that like button, that would be awesome. So if you double tap the screen, all you have to do is, for luck, just go like this right onto the screen right now. Just go doot doot. What's up, AZ Wife? Nice to see you. Crystal Lynn, Amanda. These are Robert's favorites to do because he gets to deal with $2 wins, $4 wins. All right, this is a $300 book. All right, what do we got here? Oh, let's do these letters. Hey, we got an N down there. That helps. All right, no I, no E again. Look at that. I, probably no G either. We haven't had G's. G, I. All right, we got you. Oh, and I got each and every one of you. All right. E, E, I, E, I, E. G, I, E, E, E. I, E, 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 E. That right there is going to be a VWE. I do have it set, so if we get 10 super chats of that green, I didn't mean to do that, but it is green or higher, I am going to give away a set of 2 sets of the Robert, the Katie, and the NES dog tags. UAO. Look at that. No I and no E again. I'd like to buy a vowel, please. Hey, what's up, D? Nice to see you. All right. No I, E. E. And no S. S, S. Do we have a C? We do. We have koi. I like this scratcher. This came from the lottery a couple years ago. They put these scratchers out. It actually has a bigger end on that end. And I forgot about them. I had them in my glove box. What's up, Mike Simpson? Yeah, hoping to hit 50 grand. That would be amazing. All right. Dragon, no R. R. I'm trying to say my R's. Am I doing okay at that? E, 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 R, E, S, 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 E, R. All right, FOW. All right, let's try the bigger one at the top and see if I can do 2. Almost. It's a little tough. All right, we got an E and an I. Hey, we get the N down there too, so we get the ing if we got any ing words. All right. Hey, Vascrios. The van's good. It was master airflow sensor. It's so stupid. Something stupid like that, and I'm down for a couple days. All right. So we have no A and no O. A. I hate this van. I'm not gonna lie. S. All right, we got lend. I gotta tell you, it's like A. S. A. S. A. S. A. O. All right, looks like this one's a TRE. So what I don't like about my van is that I had one that was a 2015, and then I got the 2019 because I crashed the other one. So I had to get another one. It had 160,000 on it anyway, but I crashed it. I love that van. This 2019 was like, I believe, the first year that Ford put in like all the environmental friendly crap. And I'll tell you, they didn't get it right. It's awful. All the sensors for like all the environment stuff just all are junk. If this van hadn't had to have like all the global warming stuff in it, I would never have spent $1, and it wouldn't have ruined the transmission. I already replaced the transmission because of it too. What's up? That's lots of Adam. I know, right? Ford has been awful. Hey, Daniela. Hey, June. Mark Carpenter's in the house. If you guys are new to the channel, hit that subscribe. I'm trying a vertical. I usually do horizontal. Just trying the vertical. And it's really not great for the algorithm to switch back and forth, but I'm doing it anyway. I will be live tomorrow. I'll be horizontal tomorrow with a full book of a $2,500 book of $50 tickets. All right. So on this ticket here, we don't have the I and the E again, right? E-I-E. No ah. E. I. How about fa? Oh, no ah. I. E. O-W-N. We must have that, right? Because we're going to have one word minimum on everything. No I, no E. Wagon. W-A-G-O-N. We have another winner. It's $2. $2 right here, guys. TWO for $2. That win brought to you by your own wagon. Own wagon. All right. Let's go. I'm not going to get political, but I hate it in vehicles, that's for sure. And I mean, I have serious beliefs on it too. Trust me. And I think they're in line with yours. All right. I-U-O. I-U-O. No E, no A. Let's go. E, how about fit? Do we have a T? No T. E, E, A, E, A, E, E, A, E, A, E, T, E. Again. Oh, A. T, E, E. Look at that. We have own again, but nothing to go with it. All right, that one right there is going to be an OIR, non-winning variety. I'm preferring. I love the new 50. I'm not gonna lie, I love it. I like the lifetime. I didn't, even though I won the 5,000 on the first one, it was not my favorite one. EU. O. No A. No I. No T. AIT. Let's go. T. A. T. A. T. A. Wonderful. There's no way. What do I not have for that one? Wonderful. F-U. Is there no L? all the way to the last letter. No L. A, T, A. Do we have sow? We got sow. A, T, T. All right. That right there is a TRE, non-winning variety. Hey, we're already on ticket number 12. This is the 13th ticket. It's not going that far. It's not going that bad. Not bad at all. Hey, look at this. We got bias here. Bias. You've never had a claimer. Yeah, how do you do it? You buy a lot of tickets. If you've never had a claimer, I'd stop playing the lottery. IAU, E and O. Because I know that you play like big enough tickets to have had hit one. That's just not even okay. O. No T. E. CAN. We got can. We can do it. TET. How about? Oh no. Oh. All right. Here's a question for you guys. Do you say crayon? Hey, what's up, Captain Hook? Do you say crayon or crayon? Crayon or crayon? Hey, what's up, Chip the Scratcher? Nice to see you. Crayon or crayon? If you say crayon, just write CRAN. If you write crayon, spell it out. All right. I'm a crayon person. I say crayon. And it's funny because a lot of people say crayon. What's up, Ruffy's Garage? How are you? Long time no see. Hey, Bellatriots. You guys all say crayon? Really? I say crayon. I definitely say crayon. That's how we were taught in school. All right. No T. E. All right. Oven. E. O. T. All right. There's nothing there. Not even crayon. You had this debate on another channel? It's a good debate. I can't believe everybody here is saying crayon. I think Vask. No, Vask was saying can, that we had can. I'm like, you missed the R, Vask, but you know what? That's not what you were saying at all. All right. We got an I, an O, a U, no A, no E. If we have no N, I like to say no A, no E, no N, no win. N-E, how about opt? Is there a T? We have T. So we have opt. Probably nothing else, though. A, E, A, S-I. Oh, no N. E, A. Nothing. That's a hard one to win on when you're fighting it already. Hey! What's up, David? You have a Boston accent, eastern part of the state, not so much. Yeah, there's a little... It's funny that... It's actually funny that So, I have an accent that's kind of mixed a little bit with New Jersey. And it's funny that... Because some people think that... Not so much now, but years ago, people used to think that I was from Jersey. I-U-E, no O, no A. I don't see it, but people did. No O, no A, no L. L-A-L-A. Is there an N? Oh, there is, but no O. Snuggle. Oh, no L. L-A-A-A-L-A. L-L-L. O. O. What do we got? Tug. Tug. We got tug. A. O. Nothing more. VNF. Enough of that. 50, 100, 500. Good deal for $10 blowouts. Horrible. Horrible ticket. But I do play them. It's a great gift to get somebody that you don't like for Christmas. BG. All right. No E. No N. It's going to be tough. All right. E. Holiday. No L. No L. GUY. GUY. We got guy. E. Labyrinth. NNL. LEEEE. Nope. By the way, when I was thinking about what book to get for tonight, I'll tell you, I went with this. I hated the odds on the new ones. Hate them. The odds are not good for a book. A lot of the books. Even I looked at some fives too, and I wasn't loving that either. AOU, no I, no E. Shocking, huh? I. Is there an H? No H for lash. I. Yeah, if everybody could hit that thumbs up. What's up, Jenna Bean? Nice to see you. I do well on these cash words too. I actually love cash words. When I'm not scratching live on the channel, typically, I'm usually doing these. E. ARL. Oh no, I. EE. Aha. No H. Boa. We got Boa. Anything else? Hey, what's up, James C? Soda. We got Soda. We have a winner. We got Soda. We got Boa. EIEET. Oh, no H. No E. It looks like we got $2 right here, guys. No, we got 4. What did I miss? I missed a word. Is somebody saying grab? Grab. Right there. All right. That's our first $4 winner. Robert's got the score. Hey, Michael Camasso. Welcome in. If you guys could all do me a favor and hit that like button, just double tap the screen for good luck. If you guys could all just hit that like button, double tap the screen for good luck. I owe you. I owe you guys. All right, A and E. A. How about sing? No S. A S E BOTH. We gotta have it, right? Yeah, we got both. A. Nothing more. SGN. Always gonna have. Hey, Kimberly McConnell, welcome in. We're always gonna have at least one word on every ticket. I'd like to see 10 words. 10 words would make my day. All right. OA. Oh, and we have $1 here. I've never seen just $1 there. So we have another win on the ticket. I've never seen it be a buck. It must be a $4 winner and make it a 5. Well, let's see what we got, guys. We know it's going to be more. All right, but we didn't get more letters. So AOU, no I, no E. All right, no G. EE. Hey, Matthew Kessler, thank you so much for that $5 lucky super chat. Appreciate you, my friend. Let's go. Star. The star. Oh, you're saying I have a star. I mean that I have the word star. I'm not there yet. So I always go vertical and then up and down. But you can put the words. I don't typically look at the chat as I'm doing this though. The next one I'll let you guys get it completely. No, we have an A. No I. E. All right, Stoc. Yeah, we got this. We got that, and it's going to be a double. So that's what it's going to be. And probably the snap that you've said. No E, no I. We got snap. So that's a double. And the double is only in there, right? So that wouldn't double that. Or, oh, I don't know. I don't know how the double works now. Because STAR, I don't know how this is going to work. Because we have a double, right? Because STOC, yeah, we definitely have a double. I have no clue. We got 3 words, which is 5, which is double. I don't know. It's $10. I don't know how that works. Because don't we have 3 words? Isn't that 3 words and you get double because the money sign there doubles the total prize? Oh, it double. Wait, is 3 words $4? Yep. Okay. All right. I got how it worked. Got it. I'll just stop talking now. All righty, let's go. All right, TW. We got 2 TWO because I got TWO. All right, OUI, no A, no E, AAE. Output. We got output. EE. AEA. I'll let you guys do the next one because I started doing this one. I know I said that I was going to let you. LEEE. AEAAAALA. All right, this one is not of the winning variety. It's going to be an STN. All right, I'm going to scratch this for you guys. I'm going to go grab a beer while you are doing this puzzle out. All right, find the words. And cheers. It's not brought to you by them, but I'll tell you right now, I'm drinking this because I'm fat. I am not happy with my weight right now. Yet in fix. Oh, Robert decided to get a drink too. F. There's no I for fix. That's a T. There's no I. Oh, you deleted yourself. Just yet? All right. We'll check it out. OIR. That is not of the winning variety. All right. You guys want to do another one? All right. We'll do one of those until you guys find a winner. I got to find a place for the beer. Hey, Mary Potts. Welcome in. If you guys haven't double tapped the screen for good luck yet, do that. That'd be awesome. Hey, let's go. Do we have alto? Alto? Do we have alto? All right, guys. It's all you. It's all you. How are you, my friend? I owe you an NES big time for what you did. That's nothing. James, we made James a few dog tags for his brother, who unexpectedly passed, for the family. But we more than happy to do it for you, honestly. And we're gonna make you some more there. So. No, you don't know us. You don't know us. You've been a great supporter for a long time. I appreciate it. All right, fit. Anything other than fit? Anything other than fit? Going once, going twice, Tev. All right. Do a few more together here. I-O. You guys didn't find a winner. I-O-U. No A, no E, no N. No, there's an N. No A and E, though. E-E-A-E. How about cookbook? It's a big word, and we have it. Hey, Michael McKay, how are you, my friend? Long time no see. Hope you've been well. E-E-A-E-A-E. E-A. How about conflict? That would be such a big word. Is there a T? No, there's no T. That's the only one we were missing in conflict. T-T-A-A-E-E. Not a winner. Not a winner this time. Try again. Hey, Leona. Hey, Jimbo. Oh, Jimbo. I love Granny and Dice. We've had so much fun together. We've been in Vegas the same time so many times together that we've had so much fun together. We have great rapport. Love them. They're awesome. UAO. I don't ever find vowels down here. Has anybody ever seen a vowel? I don't think I've ever seen a vowel down there. Oh, did I forget the bonus letters on what? I haven't forgotten any bonus letters. I'm looking back through now. I don't see any that I don't have the bonus letters on. Unless it was one that I won on. No. All right. So you guys are saying bus. B-U-S. Anything else? Yeah, hit that like. Oh, you guys have gotten the likes up. 66. Sweet. E-E-E. U-N. No T, huh? Looks like it's just bus. And it is. T-E-V. Let's go. All right, let's go. U-I-O. No E, no A. Wow, this is becoming a thing, guys. No E, no A. Let's see. A-E-E, A-E, A-E-E, E-A. Output. We've had output before when we didn't have all the other ones, and we have it again. All right. A-E-A-A-E. A-A-E-E-E-E. Not a winner. Try again. F-O-W. You guys know anybody that can do a cash word faster without scanning? O-U-I and $4 there. All right, when I find 4, I never find more, and I don't think it can be. So we're just going to hit the code here, and if it says F-O-R, we know we have it. Yep. I don't think it can be anything more when you get 4. Maybe, no, because a double wouldn't be, yeah. I don't think you can get any more. It's F-O-R. That's just $4. U-I-O and 2 and 2, but we might be able to get another 2, so we won't do that. That's funny, though, that we found money back-to-back like that. All right. No E, no A, no N, but we have a win. All right. E-E-N-E-E-E-E-E-N-E-O-W-L. Do we have New England Screecher in the house? We do. We have New England Screecher the Owl for the win. All right. I dropped my thing. 1 second. There we go. E-A-A-E-A-A-A-A. $2. We'll take it. $2 right there. Angel isn't faster at cash words than me. No way. IOUA. Not a chance. I like Angel, but there's no way he's faster at a cash word. And number 2, like, I'm not going my fastest right now. Accordion. Do we have an accordion? I don't see a D. No D. We have arm, though. This is probably going to be a winner. E, D, E, E. Maybe not, though. No S. E, E, T, O, P. No T. Lots of letters, like, lots of weird letters. E. No D, E, 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 S. No, we have an S, no T. E, E, D, T, T, E. Nope. SRX. I don't play these $2 ones very much, though. All right. UOIA. No E. Well, we got good letters. No E, no L. We'll start with that. How about that? EE. No D. No C. No C, huh? I don't see a C. E. We got aft. Love a good aft. Aft. What is aft? Is it aft the fact or something? After the fact? Aft? I don't know what aft is. I have a pretty good vocabulary, too. I don't know what aft is. They forget the R for raft. It's a word that's always on these. E. E. D. 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 E. D. E. 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 D. D. E. E. Nothing. Just aft. TNO. It's like the old show Emergency. Did you guys? Oh, it's the side of the boat. The aft. The old show Emergency. You can do it to this tune. AUOI. No E. No D. We'll start there. Oh, but there's really a D. So E and what else? T? All right, no T. No E, no T. OW. Please tell me there's an N. No N. Yikes. We got say. N T T T T T T E E E E T T E E E E N T E. Ugh. OHR. Wrong ending on that one. I love that show Emergency. I watched it all in reruns. IAOU. No E. No L. No E, no L. All right. Oh, we don't need the L, though, because we have the L as the money sign. Acclaim. Do we have an M? No M. No E, no M. M, 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 of course. No A. E, E. Pirates fan, thank you so much. Member for 50 months. I appreciate you. I didn't watch Yellowstone. I don't watch a lot of TV. E, E. M, E. R. E, 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 R, E. M. R. E. E. Ado. We got ado. Much ado of nothing here. N. TR8. Trey. Hey, what's up? Tyler Scott. Welcome in. Is that Tyler that I think it is? O-A-I... Hey, hostile gamer, there you are. All right, 1 second. I don't know why. Some of like a couple months ago, YouTube went in and deleted some of my mods. I did not do it. I did it like a couple years ago, but I did not do it recently, and there's several that were missing. All right, all. You guys are saying all. I'm gonna let you guys do this one. Anything else? Anything other than all? Tyler Scott, are you the Tyler Scott that like I know? Ma'am, what's up? Ma'am, you changed your name. You changed your name on Facebook, ma'am. All right. I mean on YouTube. IUO. No A, no E. No S. AES. All right. SAEEEESEEEE SEEEEAEE. We must have Kit because you're gonna always have one word minimum. TRE. Guys, don't forget I am live. All right, I do know a Tyler Scott Lee that I've worked with in the past. All right, I am live tomorrow night, 4 o'clock. 4 o'clock, mid-afternoon. Scratch. I'm live from the corner store in Randolph. We have a $50 full book tomorrow. $2,500 book and then giveaways. We have giveaways tonight too, so stay tuned. O-U-I, no E, no A again. Ugh, getting sick of these. A-A, we got row. E-E-E-E, A. I can't believe how much a newspaper costs today. If you actually read the newspaper, it's crazy how much they cost. Like, the Boston Herald is like $4.50. The Boston, like daily. E. I wanted to read an article the other day, and I was shocked at how much they cost. E. No F. No F. E-F-E-E-E. P-A-L-M. No A. The A-A. All right. That's a non-winner. Non-winning variety right there. Hey, Mad Dog. What's up, my friend? Well, you could be there. You just prioritize other things in life and not NES. So Katie's not able to be at the live tomorrow. Who here votes that Katie should lose her wrench for a whole month? All right. I-E-O. No U. Oh, and I have an A. No U. That's kind of odd, huh? Let's check it out. There's no S. Oh, no, there is. F, but no U. U. Odometer. There's no way we're going to have an odometer because there's no D. D. No D. U. U. Long. There we have long. Yeah, that should teach her, right? Everybody's. Oh, no way. What do you mean by no way? No way. I mean, how else is she gonna learn? UU EXI. All right, hey, look at this, guys. We have a double. We have a double. Freeway. No 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 D. Looks like $4 to me. It is FOR, $4. Bingo time is quality time with your mama. You're absolutely 100% right. And I'm glad that you're choosing your mother over NES. I would never want you not to choose your mother over NES. Never. Real life over YouTube. It's just, rules are rules. Rent for a month. No rent for a month, I think it's in order. I think it's necessary. Just think about it. You'll get to leave messages on my short videos. So managing moderators cannot leave a message. It's the stupidest thing on YouTube. It's something that's just a mistake, but it's happened on everybody's channel. If you're a managing mod on anybody's channel, you cannot leave a comment on their shorts. All right, let's see what we got here. So we have no E and no A, right? No E, A, or R. E, R, 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 A, E, E, R. Clip. We got clip. E, A, the van. Nobody here has your back. Nobody here has your back. Not one. Come on, hundo, better than an undo. E, R, E, A, E. They all trust in me. Trust me. R, nothing. We do need a hundo. A hundo would be great. This is a $300 book, so that would help. I, O, E, no A, no S. We have the U. No A, no S. We'll start with that and see what else we'll need to find that we don't have. A. We really have an S because, all right. No G. There is no G. A. E, and of course we don't have a D. D. G. A. Event. We have event, right? We do. We have event. We're having an event right now. Oh, and she scratches the tickets from now on? Okay. E. A. Oh, wait, no, we have an E. A. D. A. G. A. D. You guys are supposed to be on my side on this one, not Katie's side. My side. My side. I don't know what the gifting option is. Gifting for what? What are you talking about? You need to turn... I don't even know how to turn the gifting option on, so... Anybody wants to send a super chat, they can. I don't know what the other things are. I didn't... so when I turned on my live... I turned on monetization, and that's what turns on like the super chats and stuff, so I don't know any. I don't do these verticals very much. A-E-I-O-U. We got all the vowels. This will probably be money. And it is. I knew it. I knew it. It's going to be money because it has that. So I don't think we're going to get anything else, but we're going to play it out. Maybe it could, maybe 6 words. I don't know. All right, let's see what we got. You guys are all saying job. We do have job. Do we have any other words? If we have any other words, we'll have more money. It can't be 100 because there's no 80. I don't think it can be 100. Katie's mom's awesome. I've actually had several times of hanging out with Katie's mom too. She's definitely way better than me. I'm just giving Katie a hard time. All right, it's gonna be $20. That's a nice 20 though. We'll take $20 right there. All right, that helps. All right, the only thing it could have been was 40, and I don't even think there's a 40. You know what? There is a $40 prize, I think, but it's very rare. But I think there is a 40. All right, IOU, no A, no E. E. Monitor. Monitor. R? No R? That's a B, right? Yep, no R. All right. E. How about bunch? BUNC. No H? Oh, that sucked. E. E. How about gust? We got gust. Shared live to your future wife, Susan. Susan is very happy with Sarge. I don't know why, but she is. E H E. All right, TGY. All right. Hey, this plum. I love when words spell. By the way, somebody sent me. I don't know if you guys saw the one that was spelled out NES, which was really cool. Somebody sent me the other day one that spelled out JON for John, right in the first 3 letters. Well, they didn't save it. Hey, what's up, Gambling Granny? Awesome to see you. And no, I did not get Robert a damn sandwich. OUE, no A, no I. A. No T. The T. Fur. We got fur. We got lots of fur. All right. T. A. No D. We've been not getting very many D's. A D T. Unfortunately, it's TGY. Hey, what's up, Anthony? Nice to see you. Who hasn't double tapped your screen for good luck yet? Who has not double tapped the screen for good luck? Oh, we might have a winner. There's a T. I did not mean to get that code, but there's a T, so it could be a winner. All right, AOU, no I, no E. E. Noah, we got Noah. One more, we got $2. E. Abyss. AB. Is there a Y? No Y. No Y for Abyss. E. No T. EET. EEYE. It's going to be like TGY or one of those. Or TNO. There we go, TNO. You guys haven't checked out Gambling Granny's channel yet? They're so much fun. Dice is about to retire. Can't imagine Granny having to hang out with him all day. AIOU, no E. How about an H? Do we get an H? No H. SIR. Of course we don't have an R. Oh, we do. We have sir. I can't imagine. E. H. E. I wonder how many divorces happen in life after they retire And you have to be with the person, like, all the time. E R E. I mean, that's not what's going to happen with them, but I'm wondering. H H E E E E E E. It's like the emergency. N-E-W. E-E-E-A-E. Hey, what's up, Justin Leonard? Welcome in, my friend. We got Vernon Buckeye Scratcher. Double deuce. Oh, we got good letters right on the end there. If we get the U, we'll have all the vowels. We do not have the U. All right. Hey, have you guys seen the Market Basket crap? I'll tell you right now, I think the board at Market Basket are morons for putting RDT on paid leave. The guy owns the company, the majority of the company, and they did this 11 years ago, and yeah, I can't believe they're even trying that one again. So stupid. If you guys are from New England, you'll know it is the dumbest thing ever to go against RDT. No D. Great guy. Honestly, one of the best businessmen ever in the world. And they're just idiots. T. Is there a P? All right, there is a P. Do we have Apple? A-P-P-L-E. We got Apple. Apple. Who's saying P? I don't think there is a... Hey, what's up, Angel Welch? Welcome in. If you guys are new to the channel, can you do me a favor and hit that subscribe? It really does help. The algorithm helps push this channel out. And it'll get more people in here if you guys help get it pushed out. Oh, that's okay. Yeah, it's a T. No T. H-I. No S. No more words. Yeah, you know. All right. VNF. Hey, Gene. How are you? Very nice to see you. Hope you've been winning lots lately and losing little. All right. A-E-I. No. A-E-I. No. A or U, huh? A and U. That fucking guy. That's so awesome. What a great name. E-O-I. No U-A. All right. Oh, well, we kind of have the U. All right. No T. Is there a B and a D? Probably no D. We've been hurting on D's. All right. Recap. No A. T. How about Hinge? Do we got Hinge? I think we got Hinge. All right. A T A D A. One word is an SRX. We're getting close to a third of the book right now. We're going pretty good, right? I think we're going pretty good. 1 hour. Ooh, we need to step it up just a hair. I might have to unplug my microphone at some point to plug in. We'll see. All right, 2 and 2. I think that's only going to be 2, and we're not even going to scratch the rest. Look at that. TWO. That means there can be nothing here. I've never seen, with getting 2, any other. Hey, Beth B. Awesome to see you. You got some sun and you got burnt? You're not supposed to burn yourself. Oh, man, look at this. It was almost Vasque Rios. It's kind of like, it's almost like Vasque Rios together right here. V-A-S-C. All right, is there a R and an O underneath here? That would be funny. There's an O. No ah. No ah. All right. No E, no ah. All right, we got him. We got him. We got him. All right. E. Hey, we got putt. We have a good one here, guys. We're going to have a good one. How about door? Oh, no ah. E. B-I blank D. No D, right? No D? That's too bad because that would have been doubled. Ah. E. R. All right, we got $2. $2. We'll take it. Throw that card. What's up, Finding Disneyland? Awesome to see you. Thank you for being here. Who hasn't hit the like button yet? Who has not hit that like button? It is free. And any new subscribers tonight? I don't think they're having. I don't think YouTube's pushing this one out yet. I think I need more likes. I think I need more people here. I don't ever do this, so maybe they just won't push it out. I don't know. E. No E. Probably no N either. Yep, no E, no N. We'll start with that. E. No R. E. We got bus again? Probably. We got bus. R. No, there's no R. E. R. Lady. Luck be a lady. We know why. E. Y. That right there, my friend, is an FOW. Not your friend, but your foe. All right. We got an E, an O, and a U, and an I. All right. No A. Any N? Come on. Please be an N. No N. Ugh. N. Surge. No A. R. Oh, look at that. Katie Oliver. R. N. A. N. A. Free the Flamingos. R. N. R. Idle. We got idle. A. N. R. Yep, not enough. TEV. What's up, Kim Donovan? Hey, Shoddy Michelle. What's up, everybody? EOA. I. No U. All right. No U, no T, I guess. No U, no T. Probably no N. Oh, yeah. Look at that. No N, no T, no U. No not. We don't have not. All right. T. How about semi? SEMI. We got semi. Semi scratching Ernie, who just lost his mother and had the memorial service. Love and prayers to Semi and Ernie and Judy and their family. All right, what else we got here? Oh, we got Cope, right? COPE. We have a winner. We have a winner, guys. No T, U, T, EA, no A. Cassette. No T, right? No T. T, R, U, ace. We got ace. That's 3 words so far. How about tickle? No T. No R, no R, no T, no R. It looks like 3 words for $4. That's what it's going to be. FOR for $4. We'll take it. Stephen Connolly, what's up, my friend? Welcome in. Hey, we got almost 92 likes. We got a ways to go tonight, guys. We got a ways to go. We have a lot of tickets, that's for sure. I'm definitely going to be plugging this phone in. I don't know where I'm going to be plugging it into, but I got to tell you, I'll be plugging it in, which kind of sucks because while it's plugged in, I have to unplug my mic because it actually plugs into the same spot. It's a little bit scratchily. All right, pay. Oh, that was quick. That was quick. All right, no E. No E. No, probably no L. No L. No L. L, E, E, E. We got that one. L, L, E. Any B? Any B. No B. E, B, E, E. L, E, E, L, B, E, 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 E. All right. Only one word there. STN. You're back. Well, we missed you, so this cash word's been out for several months now. It's not. It's the newest one, but it's not. It is definitely the newest one, but it's not really new. Oh, we don't have a U. Ugh. Look at that. They didn't even give us the FUCK. And I'm sure it's over here. I haven't even looked yet, but all right. No U, no A. A, U, A, U. All right, we got need. Well, we need a win. U, A, I, F, T. I, F, no T. U, A, T, 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 A, T, E. I mean, A. Nothing. Oh, dropped a dog tag on the floor. Stuck to my arm. Scott McKay. Sometimes. Oh, I understand Advantage Play. This book has been out for such short amount of time that... but there's other Advantage Play stuff for people too. You can ask the store. Like, well, for a book, it's not as there's really not a lot. But like when you're buying separate tickets, ask the store. Have you sold any winners? Mom and pop stores, they're happy to tell you. Well, the stores that I walk into, they're programmed. They know that I want to know. They know what I'm looking for. They know on like $10 books, I want to know how many hundreds came out of it already. On $50 books, how many ago, if they've hit the 500 yet. There's lots of stuff. IOU, no E, no A. But yes, I do look at stuff like that. EA. But this game is so new that it's still loaded. HHA, EEAAEAAEAHE. How about units? Oh, there isn't that. Okay, it's down below. NEEEEH. One word is going to give us absolutely TYH. Nothing. Yeah, let's... Oh my gosh, we're almost at 100 likes. If you guys could double tap that screen. UOI. No E, no A. A. Oh, how about this? They're not going to be the vowels anyway. I've never seen a vowel down there. A. Old. No D? I don't think there's a D, right? There's no D. R-U-B. No, oh no, we have rub. We got rub. A. Do we have owl for the win? We do. We have at least $2 here. $2. TWO right there. We are over a third of the way through these tickets as well. Hey, what's up, Jason Scratch and Claimless? Yeah. Well, we could look it up real quick and see what the see what's remaining for 50,000. It's such a new ticket. I did not look it up tonight just because this is. It's actually going to get the blue. And then I got this last second, but let's just look it up real quick. I'll look it up. Mass Lottery. What ticket am I scratching? Do you guys like the new lottery website? Let's see here. Which one is this? This is the 50,000 star cash word. There's been 3 of 15 50,000s cashed in. Only 3. Yeah, there's 12 left. All right, let's go. Let's go. Hey, Extigen Gambler. Nice to see you, my friend. Awesome. I just hit that. Let me just... Bath. Oh my gosh, is there a bath? So you guys know, like, I resurface bathtubs, and I love when I get like I especially love when I get a win on a ticket. There's no O for room though. There's no O, so we don't have bathroom. Yep, and it has to be so like bath isn't the good word. It has to be bathroom. So there's no O. All right, you guys all freaked me out. S. No S, A-U-I, no S, O, and E. S-E-E, O-O-O, E-E, O-E-E-E. Do we have bath, though? Oh, that's funny that there's bath and bathroom here. And we do have bath, so we have one of them, but we don't have the room. Okay. I didn't see that there was that. Because I hadn't looked yet. O-O-O-E S-S-E. All right, just bath. I love when it has tub. Bathroom. Go to the bathroom. I gotta go to the bathroom. All right, mug. All right, U-I-O. No A, no E. But we got dub. We got dub for sure. All right, E-E-A-E-E-E-E-E-A-A-E-E. How about trio? T-R-I-O. We got trio. A-E-A-E-E-E. By the way, I got to meet, so speaking of lawyer right here, so this word right here. Do you guys know who David Spillane is? He's like the famous lottery lawyer in Massachusetts who's always cashing in tickets. When I was at the lottery on Thursday for their event, he just so happened to be there cashing in a jackpot and having his picture taken. But yeah, it was fun to meet him. The funniest thing ever was in Mass Scratchers when somebody was so mad that this guy was winning so many jackpots and they needed to launch an investigation into him because he was always in the pictures, and it's like the lawyer for people that wanted to remain anonymous by setting it up in a trust. All right. No E. No I. E and I. E, E, I. I, E, E, E. I, E, E, E. T, R, Y? Do we have an R? I don't think we do. Nope. E, I, paw. P, A, W. We got paw. I. No, E, E, I, E, E. All right. No win. Sean, I'm not sure. I didn't ask questions. I was waiting to see in the next couple days when it got released. I didn't want to be like, oh, who are you cashing it for? It was fun to walk up to him, though. Just say hi, introduce myself, tell him that I'll be using his services soon. Hey, we got Vasque Rios again. Rios. We got Rios coming in hot here. And no A, no E. Let's go. E, A, E, E. Bump. Bumpity bump bump. No B. A, R, I, M. We got rim. A, E, 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 E. E, A, E, A, E. A, E, E, E. One word is OVT. All right, let's see what we got here. A-E-I-O-U. We got all the vowels. So do we have money here? Nope. We do not. All right. Q-U-I-T. There is no T. There's probably no N either, honestly, if you have all the vowels. And Y. That's very, very rare. To get A-E-I-O-U and the Y, very, very rare. I mean, it's still going to screw us over and not give us a win. H, P. Oh, no, we have a P down there, but no N. N, T, 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 lifetime. There's no way we're going to have lifetime. There's no T. Skin, no N, no T, N, jug. We got jug? We got jug. N, T, T. Look at that. We got all the vowels and still only got N-E-W for New England Scratcher. But not of the winning variety. All right. What do we got here? Do we have all the vowels again? And the Y? A-E-I-O-U-Y. Wow. It's all right. It's going to mess with us again. Do we have an M? We got lime right off. We got the first word right off. Apathy. There's no T again. T. No N. N-T. Is there an A? Probably not. R-R-T. R-R-T-T. N-T. R-R-R. N-T. Well, that sucked. Look at that. 2 in a row. We got all the vowels and everything. We still can't get a win. All right. A-I-O. Come on, U and E. U. Hey, we got jug right there, too. All right. No E this time. Maybe that's lucky. Humility. There's no H. There's no H. E-E-I-N-K? Is there a K? Yep. I-N-K right there. E-E-E-E-E. Tuck. There's no T. I know it's really stuck, but... no H. T. E. E-E. T. E-E. T. T. E. E. I I don't know how many in a row that is of loses, but we need. Is the chat stopped? I'm not seeing it moving at all. Can somebody just try typing for a second? Are you guys just not writing anything? You guys just being quiet, or is the chat stopped? No. Oh, okay. Hey, what's up, Colleen? Mom of one. Everybody was just being quiet for a minute. Nobody had said anything since Jog, which was like 4 tickets ago. Everybody's saying test now. All right. Hey, Sasha. Welcome in. All right. OUI. That's something you don't want to ever get in life. All right. EAAEE unit. NNE. A E E E E E E E N such N N A A VNF. Enough of that. Hey, what's up, Jennifer? Castrenzi? Is that how you say it? Hey, Fireman 15. How are you, my friend? You guys all just like the word jug. That's hilarious. Fireman 15. Hope you've been well, my friend. I am going to be live tomorrow, guys, with a really fun book. $50 book, $2,500. And I'm going live from, hey, we got Mug right there. I'm going live from the corner store in Randolph at 4 o'clock tomorrow. There's no A, there's no I, right? No A, no I. AA, how about P? Is there a P? P would have given us a win. Oh, I guess there really is an I, because it would be like the ditch. Ditch, but no C. No P. A. Nor. Hey, we got a winner. We have a winner. A. C. C. A. All right, $2. We'll take it. $2 there. Hey, Robert, what are we at right now? Robert, the accountant. Did you fall asleep on us? Let's go. All right, what do we got? O-A-U, no I, no E. Still no I and E. E-E-E-E-I. All right, any N? I didn't look for that one yet. Nope, no N. E-E-E-I-E-E-E-I-I-E-E. We must have say, right? Yep. I-E-E-E. One word is O-I-R. Let me just go check on Rob. Okay. He probably fell asleep. I put you right to sleep, huh? No, not just about. You've been missing the... Yeah, what number were you on? He fell asleep. He was on number 58. We're on 63. Everybody screamed, "Robert, wake up." Well, you know it's a boring scratch when you put Robert to sleep. What's up, Tyler? Diane Monroe, hello, hello. I got the 500X on the new $50 ticket with the classic $1. Yeah, I got that on my first day. I got that on the first day it came out. My first book, I had the 500 with the $1. For Robert's sake, I don't think Robert, on ticket 61, we had a $2 winner. I don't think you missed anything else. See, I was even saying it before you typed that. 61 was the last win. Yeah, 60. We went through a spell there, right? I think. No wins. Yeah, I'm pretty sure we went through like a lot of tickets there with no win. Welcome back, Robert. All right. U, O, and I. No A, no E. E. We should have just let him sleep. E, A. A. If he falls asleep again, I'm not waking him back up. We'll have somebody else take over. All right. A, E, A. E. No T. A. E. A. SRX. All right. EU. EUO. EUO. No I, no A. I. Push. No H. Oh yeah, no, there's an H. We got push. IA. Is there a T? No T. A. I. A. No win. That right there is an NRH. You're awake now? Well, that's good, because it would really suck for Robert to lose his wrench, Katie to lose her wrench, all in the same weekend. And they wouldn't have any mods left. AIO. E and U, huh? EUE. DIM. Do we have an M? No M. We have Bud. We do have Bud. No, we don't. No, we don't. You told me Bud, and I believed you, but we don't have a U. Ugh. What am I going to do with you, mom of one? You've ruined it. Right there. RUIN. You ruined it. All right, we got bowl. Anything else? I'm going to let you guys do this one. Oh, stop it, mom of one. I'm messing with you. What's up, Kelly? Cheers, everybody. Sam Adams American Light, because I'm fat. Wicked fat. Not loving it right now. I don't even want to stand on a scale. Thank you guys for coming in. All right, nothing else, right? SRX, not of the winning variety. Let's go. Let's do this, guys. Let's find $50,000 right now. IUO, no A, no E. AE, well, not on this one because there's no A and E. AEE, AAE. How about gift? GI, is there an F? There's no F. Look. E A T W O. We got two. A E. And this ticket right here is a big joke. What's up, Celtic Wolf? Welcome in. AIU. Hey, we got Scum. SCUM. We got $4. There won't be anything else with that right there. FOR. $4. All right, what do we got here? O-I, no A, no E again. A-E-A. Is there an A? No R. R. E-A-A-A-E-E-E-E-E-A-A. How about Ivy? I-V-Y, we got it. R-R. Wow, Ruin is on several tickets, huh? R-E-E. No win. V-W-E. What's up, Brenda D? How are you, my friend? A-I-O-U. A-I-O-U, no E. All right, let's see what we got. Usual. Well, as usual, we have usual. Oh, we have a good one because we have lull right off of that one. You know, I don't really go that way, but all right. E-E-A-U. Is there no N? Oh, well, we don't need the N because we have that. No C, though. Oh, we needed a C, and then that would have been doubled. C, E, 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 E. We have A, but no E. E, 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 E. E, E, E. C. How about rub? Is there an R? Nope. Boldly go where nobody has gone before. It looks like $2 to me, but it's 4. Which one is it? Bold? Do we have a D? What word am I missing? Oh, rub. Where is the R? I don't see an R. I don't think you guys are all saying rub, but where's the R? Oh, that's an R. Oh, the first letter. I was looking at it as an H because I had the top covered. Okay. We do. We have rub. So that's $4. All right. Let's see. What's up, Steven Slots Horseshoe? How are you, my friend? Hope you've been well. All right, let's go. A-U-I-O. No E. No T. E-T. E-T-E-E. E-T-E. How about quail? Is there a Q? No Q. That's weird, huh? Q. T-I-N-K. We got ink. All right. No L. E. L-E-E. T-E-E. L-L-L-L. No win. O-H-R. Wrong ending. Oh, sorry. Was it not good? Sorry. I wasn't even looking. A-I-M. We got aim right there. All right, let's aim for the stars and get something good. All right. Aim. A-I-O-U. No E. All right. I did have a Q. Did I? On that one? No, I didn't have a Q on. Oh, I did. Maybe I did. Which one did I need the Q on? Maybe I did. I still didn't have a word for it. There was something else missing. All right. I see fur and 4, but I think I only have fur, right? No T. Anything else? Anything else? Going once, going twice. I'm letting you guys do this one. And you did. N-E-W. Let you guys do a few. Here we go. These are for you. Unless there's a win right here. And then, yeah, we won't do that. TWO right there. $2. All right, we'll do this one for you guys. A-O-I-U. So no E. Go for it, guys. Go for it. We're at 80 of 300 back. Thank you, Robert, the accountant, for being awake and doing the tally. Appreciate you. All right, I'm seeing brick. That's the first word. Anything else? There's no T, no E. That's kind of hard. And no N. All right, I've looked it over. I only see that brick. All right, EYR. Hey, Valerie Alexander. Welcome in, my friend. UOIA, no E. All right, we got $2 here, so we're not going to do that one out. TWO. All right, ticket number 75. This is halfway through the book. This is the second half of the book right here. And you guys are going to do it. Let's go. What's up, Christine? So awesome to see you. No A, no I, right? No A, no I. Well, there's kind of an I. The money sign's the I, so. But no A. We got that disco. We could have a doubler, right? I'm seeing people say dot. Yeah, we got dot. So we have a doubler, right? Because isn't that D S C O? Yeah, we got a doubler here. Anything more than that, we got at least $4 here so far. No, is there a W? Nope. If we had a W, we would have had no L either for cello. I think it's funny that that's called cello. All right, let's see what we got. $4. We knew it. We got it. All right, $4 there on ticket number 75. We are looking for $50,000. Who here believes that we can win it? Why can't we win it, right? No E, no N. Still no E, no N. All right, go ahead, do it. Let's go. What's up, JMS? If I've missed you, it's not on purpose. All right, I'm seeing cut, and I see cut. Anything else? Let's go. VWE. Why not me? Why not now? Where are you guys all watching from? Can you guys all tell me where you're watching from? Where are you from? We got Virginia in the house, Ohio. I know I got a few from Ohio. What's up, Natalie? Texas Toast. I'm guessing you're from Alaska. Texas Toast is watching all the way from Alaska. It says guess, so I'm guessing Alaska. Three Rivers, Mass. For Diane. Cohasset, Mass. Atlanta, Georgia for Leo. We got Pennsylvania with Steven. Sherry with Mass. Warren's in Pennsylvania. We got Clearwater Shack in Clearwater, Florida. Ma'am says that I have the word vinyl. JMS is in Michigan. We got Valerie in Ohio. Quincy, Mass for Kim. Brenda D in New York. Lunenburg for D. Foster. Hayden is in Oxford. My brother used to live in Oxford. San Antonio, Texas for Texas Toast. I like Texas Toast. Can't eat it anymore, but I like it. Well, I can't eat it with like all the egg and everything the real way. We got Northbridge, Mass for Tyler. Rockland, Mass for Christine. I know where Jean lives. She's in Stoneham. All right, we got a couple words, I think. We got tip. Oh my gosh, you guys are we're gonna go over that. We got Central Massachusetts. We got Worcester, Mass in the house with Bella. Elk type tip. We got Jamaica Plain in the house. All right. So elk, ELK, right? ELK. Tip, TIP. Type, TY. Is there a Y? Where's the Y? I don't see a Y. You guys are all saying tip, type. Where's the Y? Oh, there is a Y right there. Somebody's saying vinyl too. INYL. Okay, yep. The vinyl. And that makes a double. So this is at least $10. Hey, we got Puerto Rico in the house. AR La Chula? Is that how you say it? Shout out from Salinas, California. What's up, Jamie? Should be $10. TEN right there. $10 on ticket number 77. You know what? You buy a $2 cash word, it's good to get $10, right? You go into the store, you got $2 left. You say, you know what? Just give me one of those cash words. $10 is a good prize on a $2 ticket. Honestly, that's like getting $50 on a 10. All right. We got an A, an I, an O, no E, no U. Okay. We've had a lot of no E's and U's. Do we have an M? We do. We have arm right off the bat. Sean M is in Massachusetts. Spent $4 and won $25. That's a good. Ariortez. Ariortez? Is that how you... I don't know. That one's stumping me. $50K on $2 Patriots. Number 000. Yay. I'd love that. Maureen Leininger. You live in New Hampshire. You're formerly from Malden, Massachusetts. Did you know that I'm also formerly from Malden, Massachusetts? It's where I grew up. What part of Malden were you from? And we got Gambling Granny coming in from Illinois. Currently, that's where Dice is too, but we don't know. Maybe Granny will be in Vegas. Dice will be in Illinois. After Eric Cortez. Okay. So if your name is Eric Cortez, shouldn't you put a C in the, and then just like have the C for Eric and Cortez? Not telling you how to write your name on YouTube, but. All right. Anything other than arm? I don't hear it. FHR. Let's go. Granny's going to be living a little extra at the El Cortez. All right. AOU. No I, no E. We're going to see Granny every weekend from El Cortez, and we're going to be like, is Dice there? And she's like, I ain't taking him with me. I and E. Oh, it's easier to be duplicated. Okay. No T either. We got rap. Oh. I can't rap. My brother was my youngest brother was a really good rapper. Like he literally could just like freestyle. Like really, really good. 9057 was the daily. Yeah, I don't have that. Definitely don't have 9057. I didn't play anything, but I got quick picks yesterday. Looks like rap was the only word. ORY. All right, here we go. We'll do this one the fast way real quick. OUE. All right, OUE. No A, no I. Is there an A? Nope. A-R-E-E. Oh, wait, no, I have E's. Ugh. A-R-R-R-R. Didn't matter. R-A. What avenue? No, A-S-K. No K. No K. No K. We don't even have to do that one. All right, we got bet. R. No K. R. A-R-R-R-A. All right, that one right there is an O-I-R. You're the class of 85 up by Malden Hospital, okay? I grew up in Forestdale. Class of 2000. I was supposed to be 99, but I loved 7th grade so much I did it twice. I hated school. Hated school. I had the worst teachers. All right, well, we got math. I was good at math. I loved math. I mean, I was good. I just didn't want to do the work. There's no N. No E, no E. No O. E, O, O, E. We probably had some of the same teachers, honestly, because all my teachers were there forever. No N, 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 O, O. O N N O O O N N. I just got math. My youngest brother was born at Malden Hospital. I was born at Brigham Women's in Boston. Sean was born at Brigham Women's as well. Randomly that we were both born in the same hospital. No E. No I. E E E. Do we have bowl again? We had bowl last time. We have it again. E I I R E I E E I E I E I I R R E R. NEW for New England Scratcher. Oh my gosh, Gene, it's crazy. He really is grown up. He is starting flight school this summer. He's so excited to get his pilot's license. All right, we're gonna have some more on this, so we're gonna do this one out because we got one. We know we're gonna get probably $5, but we'll do it out. Oh no, we have more than 5. That's kind of funny. We're gonna get a $4 winner, and then it's gonna be times to 10. That's what it is. I can see the end there, but let's do it out. Let's see what we got for words. We have no E and no N. E E E N N N E E. How about tab? We got tab. N N E E N E E. Trophy. Yeah, we got trophy. We're gonna get 2 more words. Or oh no, we're gonna get this word probably. BUID. Yep, and that times it by 2. That's what it's doing. It's what it did last time too. And the E. It's gonna be $10. That's exactly what it did last time too. $10. We'll take it. Mint. Where was mint? IOA. We do have giveaways tonight too. Not even cash words. IOA. E. I. Oh wait, no, we have an I. Yeah. No Y though, right? All right. So no E. E and U. Yeah, no E, no U. no Y. Okay. E. We got trio. We got trio right off. Y, E, E, E. Is there no N? There's no N. E, 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 E. Modify. No Y, E, N, E, E, N, Y, E. All right, we got OH. Wrong ending. We need a big word here. Can somebody type into AR that they're behind, that we're on ticket 85? Just type in that she's behind, that we're on ticket 85. Just to hit the live button. All right, we got the N down there. All right, O-I-U. No E, no A. A, I-T. No T, I-A. E, A. E, Oh, no, we have an I. We don't have an N, though. No, we do. Do we have winning? I think we have winning. We have winning. E-A-A-E-E-E-A. S-T-N. What's up, Tally? Congratulations. I believe you just graduated, right? Congrats. I know that's so much time. And, I-E. Thank you guys for doing that. I-E-U, A, and O. O-O. Steve Engel. I don't know. I want to say from years past doing these, like 178 out of 300, something like that. It has a decent payback, guaranteed payback. All right, I'm just letting you guys do this one. All right, you're saying feed. Feed is there. Anything else? Come on. No O's, no A's. We got the feed. Yeah, congratulations. That's awesome. You saying rye too? Rye? What? We have a winner? We do. There's rye. There's feed. Woohoo. Right, let's see if we got an O at the end. We do. It's $2. TWO. Ticket 86 for $2. Oh, Robert didn't fall asleep this time. All right. Vow. V-O-W. Vow. All right. No A and no I. A and I. A. Hey, what's up, Howard? How are you, my friend? I. H. No H. No host. A. Is it really already 9 o'clock? H. Towel? Anything other than towel? A. I. TYH. Little slower than I expected this book to go. IOU. No EA. EEA. 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 itch. ITCH, no T. ETEA, cookbook. We're going to have the word cookbook again. Such a big word, but we got it. For TGY. So funny. Hope you and Amanda are doing well and enjoying the little one, who's probably not even that little anymore. All right. Grandchild, not child. N and Z down there. No E. No E. All right. No T. No E and T. E T T T E T T E E E. Hey, we got cran again. Do we have an R? Nope. T E. All right. Soon. R T T R R E E E. That right there is a VNF. Natal. Where are you coming up with these words? You needed a T for natal. There's no T. All right. UI. I'm going to send Valerie glasses. Rita's. All right. I love you, Valerie. All right. No A, no E. PIT. No C. Oh, yeah, we got a C, but no H, right? I don't see an H. No H. E. How about gut? We got gut. E. No H. Gutted. You guys are all coming out with some good words. E. A. E. 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 A. E. H. A. E. One word is NEW for New England Scratcher, but not on the winning variety. You make up words. I love it. Actually, when I'm in other people's lives that are doing this, I always put, you can ask Susan any of them, I always put words that aren't there. All right. O, E, U, I, A. No I, no A. Do we have a W for crow? We have the first word. I love getting the first one. All right. A. How about hyphen? Is there an N? No N for a hyphen. Ugh. A. T. N. Just, my hopes and dreams are being shattered. What's up, Ghost? Ghost, I still haven't sent out your thing. I might even deliver it in person. We'll see. I just need to get to the post office. I had something else that had to get shipped the other day, and I sent Robert, but I didn't have yours all boxed up. A. You didn't have somewhere on the board? UI. But I have it for you. Yeah, I know. I do want to get it to you. It is, it's a good giveaway bag. UEI A and O. AAO. It was actually funny. There was one night, Spy. There was one night that I was actually driving near you. It was late at night, though. And it was like 11:30 at night. And I looked up the GPS, and I was like 2 miles from your house. But it was 11:30 at night, and I didn't want to just like leave it on your... I thought about it. I had it with me, too. I thought about just leaving it on your porch. But then I thought better of it, and I didn't do that. Anything else? I figured that, like, there's no A for rare. There's no A. Okay. TNO. Robert woke back up. Hey, what's up, Bonnie Clark? If you guys could hit that like button, we're almost at one double deuce. Look at that. EUA. No I, no O. No I, no O. You know what's funny? Some people, they do this, they do these. We do really have an I, though. They do these, and they get so many people watching them. People love it. And then other people do them, and, you know, you get 70 people watching. I do appreciate each and every one of you, though. I'd rather have 70 people that are being fun than 5,000 people and can't see anything. What do we got here? What's up, Linda Burnett? Let's see. One letter of the word, and then we'll decide. No, we're not doing any more of this one. What word did we have? What's up, Chantra? Nice to see you. I don't know what the one word was, but I know, right? Some people, honestly. There's a guy, Marco's Awesome Adventures or whatever, Lucky Adventures. He's great. I actually really enjoy watching him. But he does it, you know, he does it just like this. And, I mean, a couple weeks ago, he had 3,500 people. 3,500 watching him scratch a mass lottery ticket like this. K. We got a K. Z. No Z. H. 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 W. W. You love watching cash words. I do too, but I can't watch them like... It's hard to watch like this. Come on. Gotta go the fast way. OUI... Oh, I can't do a bingo. I hate that game so much. I really do. I hate bingo more than anything. The bingo lottery. Yeah, thank you, Kim. I agree. I was messing with you for a minute there. Oh, look at that. Everybody stopped. Everybody left when I started doing it the slow way. That's fucking hilarious. Listen to me swearing on the channel late at night. VWE. That's something you guys don't hear very often. Me swearing. All right. All right, let's see what we got here. OUI, no A, no E. You're still here. No A, no E. EA, G, A-E-E, G-A-A-A-E. You know what I did have a lot of one time? I did this in a... Is there a G? No G. I did a $2 book in a video, and it got like tens of thousands of views. Like, I think like 30,000 views or something. It was stupid. And for like 3 hours. It has so much watch time. Like, people loved it. A. Right, we got this. Anything more? Oh, do we have bus? If we have bus, we have a double-a. All right, we do. E. All right, it looks like $4. FOR. Look at that. $4. Ticket number 95. All right. You guys, you're going to do this one, and I'm going to grab another beer. All right. You guys do this one. What's up, Ren Slots? How are you, my friend? Alicia, hello, hello. Oh my God. Nick, when he used to scratch Florida tickets, he used to have a snack. He used to make me laugh. I can never eat if I'm live. Not a chance. It used to make me laugh when Nick would take a snack and just like crunch on chips. 2 into? Are you saying we have a winner? We got 2. There's no I. There's no into. No I. Wait. Sell? Sell? There's no E. There's no E. There's no I. There's no E. There's no I. We got Ari. All right. Let's go. Let's see here. Look at that. I did one. Hey, there's Ted's name. I did one quick one and everybody left. That's kind of funny. Can you guys all double tap the screen if you haven't already? All right. No S. No A. No O. I got to switch out my chair for a sec. I don't know. That chair is getting a little uncomfortable after 2 hours. I don't know if this one's going to be good or not, though. I don't think I can do this one. This one is... We'll see. Wow, I'm at 21%. I'm going to have to plug in, too. All right, what do we got? We got bed. And somebody saying Bill? Or are you just saying the name Bill? Yeah. Bill is in there. But I mean Ted, T-E-D, right off the bus. Are you behind? Are you behind on another ticket? Are you behind on another ticket? Oh, that one right there is not a winner. Yeah, I can't sit in that chair, that's for sure. It goes down too low. And the thing isn't. Give me 1 second. See if I can make this one a little more comfortable. All right. Maybe. I don't know. I think it's just that we're 100 tickets into a scratch. All right. UIO. No E, no A. A. E, A, E, E. All right, we got U. Is there an S? No. S, S, S. A, S, A, S. Trump. No T. I mean, no E. No A, E, S, E. All right, VWE. I like to. I play alone some. I like to mix it up a little bit. IUE. You guys kept telling me that I won and everything, giving me 50 words, getting my hopes up. What's up, Mr. Tommy's Tube? I'm just kidding. Hey, John W. Is it not centered? What's it showing not centered? All right. No O, no A. O, A, O. There's probably no N. No N. N. A, O, A, N, A. A, O. Shut. Shut the front door. A, O. N, A, O. That right there, my friend, is a non-winning variety ticket. Last ticket was it? Tony Hunt, what's up? Sorry about that. I've been trying to keep him in. It's probably because I was like, all right, we got 5s right there. All right. I don't know if this would be more. Let's try it. I know when you get the 4, it can't be more, but maybe with 5 it can be. All right, A-I-U-O-E. We got all the good letters. O-U except for L. And probably no P-A-A. All right, wait a minute. L-O Jersey. Jersey. No Y, right? No Y. B-O-S-S. All right, so we have more. It's probably going to be another 5 for a $10 winner, I'm guessing. Maybe more. But we have another win, so no Y. Leapfrog. L. L. All right, we got hide. That's 3 words so far. L. W-E-I-G-H. We got way. All right, that's 4 words. What's that? $5. I think that's probably going to be it. Oh, no, because we have opera. That's 5 words, right? 5 words is $10. Oh, there is a $15 win on this ticket. There's only 1 in every book. I do remember that. No, we have an A, but no L. I don't think we're going to have anything more because I think this is going to be the $15 winner. Y, L, A-S-S-I-G-N. We have a sign. So that's 6 words. Is it a $25 win? No. It's a $50 winner. $50. Where did... Oh. Did we hit something times 2? Oh, we did. Times 2. Times 2. Ah, sweet. It's a $50 winner. Okay. Well, that definitely helped. Ticket 100 for $50. So we had 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 words. 6 words is $20. And we had $5 there, so that's 25 times 2 for $50. Woohoo! We'll take $50. What's the odds on the 50? That's not... They're... Honestly... That's high. I don't think there's a... maybe there is a 50 in every book. Maybe. I don't think there is, though. I could be wrong. There might be a 50 and not 100. I don't know. No, there's not a 50. 50 odds is 1 in every 514. So that's about 1 in every 4 books. Wow. Okay. Well, we'll take it. $50 on a $2 ticket's pretty nice. All right, no N yet. Still no N. Okay, so I-O-U, E and A. All right, no E, A, and N. N, E, N, through. There's no way we're going to have that word. What letter are we going to be missing? The H. E, E, H. Is there an L? Girl. We got girl. H, E, E. N, E, 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 N, H, H, E, N, E, H. Of the non-winning EYR variety. Yeah, the 400s were fun. There's no 400 on this one right now. There's a 200. 200's 1 in 3,600 odds. 500 is 1 in every 14,400 tickets. Crazy. Those are high odds. PH. All right. No E, no I, E and I. E. Oh, well, we kind of have the I. E. There's no R, though. R, 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 E, 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 R, R, E. Duct. D, U, C, T. We got duct. All right. Is there an F? F for the win? No F. R, R, E, 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 R. That right there would be of the non-winning TYH variety. What's up, Kevja? Nice to see you, my friend. Gene Bowman, welcome in. Woozy 2510 in the house. If I've missed you, it's not on purpose. Let's go. PW. All right. A, I, O, no U, no E. Let's go. E, E. How about an N? We have in. How about Avalon? No L. If you guys haven't, Avalon's really fun in the community. Avalon and Lady Avalon, fun slot players. E, E. Had a lot of fun with them out in Vegas too. L. E, 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 E. L. T. T, 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 E, E. Nope. NRH. Not really happening. Yeah, we're getting Lotteria in Massachusetts. I don't know when. I think it's the end of the year or beginning of next. I believe we're getting a $5 Lotteria. That came from the director, the executive director of the lottery during my live a couple weeks ago. All right, no A, no E. There's a funner ticket coming soon. He kind of gave it away the other day, but I really can't talk about it yet. If you were in the live, you might have heard it happening live, but I really can't talk about it. Still under, not allowed to talk about it. I can't say, Gene. All I can say is it kind of has to do with my channel. The ticket that kind of has to do with my channel. Kind of as in it has to do with my channel. AOE. They're awesome. No, I wish. So the $30 cash word is going to be coming. Either a 30 or a 50. They haven't made it yet. No. EYR. The Lotteria is no, nothing to do with Lotteria is coming out. A $5 Lotteria is coming out, but I don't know if it's this like later this year. I don't know when the Lotteria is coming. He talked about it in the live. AUI, it's a $5. EA, no, it has nothing to do with that. There's a different ticket coming out. EEE. N. I want to be able to talk about it, but I can't yet. He broke the ice during my live. So if you go back and watch the live, you might hear it, but something along that line. He actually showed it to people that were there. I believe Katie got to see it. Away. He showed it to people that were at my live. SRX. But I believe that's August. It was noisy, John W. He didn't mean to say it either. I think he legitimately didn't mean to say it live. IAU, E and O. Bungalow, no N. E E E E E E T R Y. No R, huh? R THI, no N. Myth. Everybody's saying myth, as in everybody is ma'am. That's it. Ma'am is the only one saying it, but everybody's saying it. John W., he is sending out everybody that responded to him during the live. So during my live, he said that anybody that responded to him that day, he would send out a bag, a giveaway bag. 10 people responded, and he is sending everybody a bag that responded that day. But they're waiting for something else to come in. They got some like nice bottles or like something nice is coming in, like a nice like branded lottery thing. And they're waiting for that. So sometime in June he's going to be sending those 10 people that. Did you email him, Gene? Only 10 people responded, yeah. Only 10 people took him up on it. I think a lot of people thought that he wasn't being serious. No, not the dog tag. Not the dog tag. He's sending out lottery stuff. ORY. All right, good that you responded. Well, then you'll be getting a nice prize pack, courtesy of the lottery. Yes. I actually need to go and get some more stuff. I've given out a lot of lottery stuff lately. Well, Wrecker, I know that you were I know that you were one of the ones that sent out of the 10. Boring. Yes, boring. Well, ma'am said it, and Kev just said it. This is so boring. So boring that's an FOW. That's the only word. Oh, he said most of you went to spam. I didn't. I wasn't part of it because it all went straight to him. I didn't even email him. One good thing I will say with the relationship with the lottery is that when I want giveaways, they make it happen. So I am very appreciative of them. And I was there the other day, so I did pick up a couple things, but nothing crazy. I got a couple speakers the other day. Those are actually nice giveaways, honestly. I think the speakers, Hey, what's up, Joe? Nice to see you. The speakers are like the brand that they have for the giveaway. Here, I'll show you one. They're like $40-$50 if you bought them by the company. So this is the speaker here. It's a clip, so it has a clip on the top. Wireless speaker. They work really, really well. I have one from last year. It's a different color, but all in Axis. Wow, do we have a winner finally? Jeepers. We got an all Axis win. Hey, what's up, Matt Mo? What's up? In 3 words is $4. Is that what we got? It is $4. You have 2 of them. They do work awesome. Honestly, it's the nicest thing that they've had in a while. I love them. OUNS AI, no E, still no E, because there's never vowels down here. This right here is just consonants. We're at 166 out of 300. A lot of tickets still to go. Well, kind of. Like 40 left or something like that. No E. No N. Oh, no, there's an N. All right. E, E, E. How about a D? No D. E, 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 E. Bowl. We've had bowl a lot, huh? E, E. No, there's no N. No, there is an N. Why do I keep thinking there's no N? There's no D. E, 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 D, E, 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 E. Still not a winner. TEV. You know what? Since you guys are all here for like a 3-hour live tonight, we'll do a speaker giveaway. You guys want to do a speaker giveaway tonight? So, Gene, stores don't get swag anymore. Stores don't get swag. It's not a thing. I don't get swag from stores. None of the stores get swag. It's the lottery does events at stores, and that's where you can get swag. Or the lottery does an event at the lottery office, like in Lawrence or like in Dorchester the other day. There was lots of swag given away in Dorchester the other day. The stores don't really get the swag. I get swag because I go to Dorchester and get it myself. I can't even get it from Lawrence because they don't have as much as Dorchester has. But stores really don't have swag. As a matter of fact, when I get stuff, occasionally I'll give it to the store, like around me, that gives me like a lot of like where I buy a lot of my tickets. They don't give me anything, but where I buy my tickets, I'll give it to them because I know they can't get it. All right, give me 1 second, guys. Oh, you know what? I'll do this, and I got to find a charger to plug in. I'm at 10% right now. Yeah, no, stores don't usually get swag anymore. And it's because the lottery does so many events. They do daily events at stores. Like 2 or 3 stores a day have an event going on. I thought I brought my charger out, and I don't know where it is. All right, do that ticket. I'll be right back. I don't know where it is. I grabbed it. No, I don't want that. I want it right into the... Oh, okay. Because this is a fast charger. Okay. Yeah, no, I don't want to do that. Okay. Because this is a... I've got a fast charger, so... Okay. A cord wouldn't make it any... Alright. You guys, we're losing... We're on... Alright. Sorry about the microphone loss, but... It's probably not as good. All right, 1 cup, no girls. All right, so we have just cup. Come on, what is that? All right. Wait a minute. We had girl on another ticket, so now we have 1 girl, 1 cup, right? Didn't we have girl on a ticket? I should look back for it. All right, how's the volume? Is it wicked scratchy? I have to plug in, so fortunately that means losing the microphone. O-U-A, no I, no E. What's up, Sammy Gregory? A-A-E. O-W, no N? Yeah, no N. Is there a K? Yep, we got elk. We got elk. That's fine, good. T H E. Oh no, No E, no N. Okay. I thought that was an E because it had a little gravy. Gravy? Really? Gravy. Gravy. Wow. 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 Let's see. 2. TWO. Oh, 4. What else? What is the other word? Game. Game. No, there's no E, so it can't be game. It can't be elk. We don't have elk. There's no E. You know what? When we had the elk, I thought we had. Yeah. No, it doesn't matter. I grabbed elk when I had that little thing on the bottom, thinking that I still had the E. So we have smog. We have different words. We have completely different words than this. So we have smog and one more. So we got smog, gravy, and something else. We don't have elk because this was an F, not an E. What's the other word? Is it cayenne? Nope, there's no N, so it can't be cayenne. Double. Double? Double? Oh, smog is double. Oh. Gotcha. You know what? I hate when it's the S, because that just looks like an S to me. All right, yeah, $4. You guys are right. Smog is double. All right, guys, we have Bath on this one. We have an opportunity to get Bath. Is there a tub on it too? Sometimes there's Bath and then tub somewhere else. All right, there's no A though. There's no A, no E. A, E, pop. But pop. No P. E, P. A, E, E. Oh, WN, we got own. E. Is there a K? Yep, there is. We got clock for a double. We got own and we got clock. Well, we kind of have, if the L is silent, what do we have here? All right. E. $4. And that's what it is. $4, the silent L. A. U-O. Hey, we got trophy if it's there. We already had trophy on one ticket. All right. It's a rooster. You're right. It is a rooster. Good call. E. Is there an I? No I. E. How about yard? Do we have yard? We do. We got yard. We got Harvard yard. I-E. No win there. T-E-V. All right. U-E-O. No A, no I. Let's go. Reptile. No A. In code. Is there no N? There's no N. I didn't even notice that yet. Ugh. R-N-A. A-N. This is stupid. R-R-R-R-N-N-R-T-U-C-K. What the tuck? A-R. F-O-W. I wasn't even looking. I didn't even see what you had said because I wasn't looking. All right, guys, we're getting there. We're on ticket 116. Do we have a T for tramp? Oh, we do. T-R-A-M-P. Ah, look at that. We got Wrecker Guy here. T-R-A-M-P. We also have Trump. Hey, what up, Boston girl Bridget? Jesus. Jesus, Ricker. You couldn't chat? All right, we got Hydro. No L for the hull. We got a K. If we got a K, we have a win. Nope, no K. No, there's no... There is no L, unfortunately, to be had. I think we have right there OHR. No, I don't want you to be Cossack. I don't want you to be Cossack, dude. Bro. AOUI, no E. E. How about an R? Nope. How about Moo? You guys know me in the slot community. I hate Planet Moolah. Ooh. It's funny up in Maine, though. If you go to Maine, I mean, not Maine, Vermont, where it says the move over law, it's got a picture of a cow on it, and it's spelled move over. Little Vermont humor. It's actually kind of funny to see it on their signs. The move over law. E. I was somewhere the other day. I was driving. I was up in Maine, and there was a trooper that had somebody pulled over, and there was a truck. Didn't even budge to move over. Almost hit the trooper. I was baffled. I'm sure the trooper jumped in his car and got that truck because he was not happy. He was screaming. He almost got him. Yeah, I need to find more moolahs for sure. Let's go. HQ, headquarters. Let's go to headquarters. Let's have to go to the HQ. You guys remember the store HQ? It was like called Home Quarters, like Home Depot. It was right around Home Depot, the time Home Depot started. I don't think Lowe's was big yet when HQ was around. I liked it so much better. How about a UT for rut? Nope. Oh, welcome H, whatever you said. No T. All right, guys, let me know. Not brigadings. Music. We got music? All right. Well, if we got music, then we're not too bad in life. Music. Anything else other than music? I don't think Lowe's bought HQ. I think they ended up going out of business. I think they went Chapter 11. I don't think they did. Lowe's wasn't very big back then, if they were around at all. And I know, like, the HQ stores didn't become Lowe's because they sat empty forever. When I was a kid, I grew up. If you guys grew up in Massachusetts, you must remember Grossman's. Where I grew up in Malden, we had a Grossman's lumber, like the liquidation center, whatever it was called, the outlet, Grossman's outlet. That's what we had. WHO. We got who? We have a T for wit. Oh, they did. They bought it for $512 million. So they must have just been liquidated then. They must have bought like their stock or something. Because they didn't buy their stores and all that stuff. I know they didn't buy out their leases. Because I know some landlords that got stuck. Lumber Liquidators is different. Lumber Liquidators just went out of business themselves. They became LL Flooring, right? Didn't Lumber Liquidators become LL Flooring, and now they're gone too? Oh my God, Building 19, right? Yeah, yeah. I think it was technically on Eastern Ave. But it's right where Eastern Ave became something else. TWO. We got $2 here. Who said the other word was owl? All right. I don't even see where owl is. I see O. Is there really an owl? No. Opinion. Opinion. Yep, opinion. That was the $2 word. Spags. I remember Spags. We didn't have a Spags. I remember in Malden we had a store called Sparks. Anybody from that area remember Sparks? What's up, Trevor? Oh, he owned a condo across the street. Oh yeah, me too. I stopped at that. You know what? Even after Grossman's went out, that one, the one in Malden, the outlet was there for a long time. Sparks was Sparks. Sparks. It was not. I hated when my mother would be like, "Yeah, we're going back to school shopping at Sparks." That was not the way that I wanted to go back to school. Strap. E. Spags. So I went to Spags. Malden Discount. I don't know which one Malden Discount was. Way. I went to a Spags out in the Worcester area. I think that was the closest to Boston that they were. There was a lot of. I mean, that was a big store though. ORY. My brother lived in Worcester for a while. Hetchinger Company bought HQ. I just remember that but it's possible that HQ ended up buying the name or something at some other time in life. All right, we're gonna have $2. Nope, we're gonna have VWE. I thought it said T. I thought that was W. All right, let's just make sure that that's not a winner. You guys just tell me that was one. Right on Main Street next to the. I mean, I remember a lot of stores right there. I just don't. Was the 99-cent discount store? Is that the one you're talking about? Malden 99-cent discount. There was a time growing up. Oh, bonus. There was a time growing up that Malden was all pizza places, sub shops, pizza and sub shops, hair schools and hair and beauty salons, and 99-cent stores. That's all Malden had. Oh yeah, Ames. It was one and done. Yep, that's it. Ames was if you that was a crappy store, but I loved it. And if you bought the jewelry from there, it wasn't Ames, it was a Mez Jewelers. If you ever bought something for somebody from Ames, you would never want to say, "Hey, I bought this from Ames," but if you said, "I bought it from a Mez Jewelers," you were doing pretty well. What is opening the end of this year in New York? Oh, I actually saw that Ames was making a comeback. It'll never be the same. No way. Is there a K? No Buck, huh? Yeah, well, the problem with Sears was that they got bought out by Kmart. That was a problem. That should never have happened. Wow, this K is killing us. We got Flock, Buck, Ask. Oh my gosh, this K just killed us. NEW for New England Scratcher. My mother loved the stuff at Service Merchandise. My dad would go there for her all the time. Boy, did my mother love Service Merchandise. The one in Saugus. Spent many a days with my dad getting something from my mom at Service Merchandise. All right, let's see what we got. Everybody's saying Ash. Where's Ash? Or is that on the last ticket? That was the last ticket. I didn't see Ash on that ticket though. Wasn't that Ask? Oh, I see Ash. Yeah, you're right. That was the one word we had was Ash. One and done. Caldors, I went there. Bradley's. How about Child World? Child World was a big one when I was a kid. I remember being at the grand opening of Child World in Medford. Used to go to the one on Saugus too. OHR, wrong ending, guys. Child World was so much better than Toys R Us and KB. It was so much fun. I loved that place as a kid. 4 and 4, that means it's $4, guys. Yeah, well, Sears. So, Joe, when Sears lost it when they sold oh my gosh, when they sold to Kmart, and Kmart started making crappy Craftsman tools and selling them elsewhere. Craftsman they started selling them at Kmart. They started selling them in Ace Hardware. They made them like crap and sold them everywhere and then took away the warranty. Craftsman was a great. Oh, I didn't realize that they had diapers in Formula Child World. All right, we got Step. We got a Step. We have no O and no A. We got Edit. We have a winner. We have, oh my gosh, do we have more stuff too? I'm seeing T and Exit. I believe there's a $15 winner in every thing too. So there has to be a way, I think. There has to be a way to win 15. Nope, there's no 15 in this one. There's not a $15 one. What else are we seeing? So Step, Exit, Edit, T. Anything else? There's no A, no O. A, O, O, A, O, A, O. Well, Lee. You got Lee? No L? O, A, L, L. A. So just those 4 words for $5. FVE, $5. We'll take it on ticket number 125. All right, guys. We have 24 more tickets to go. We're getting there. This is 150 tickets in this book. Who hasn't hit the like yet? Double tap your screen for good luck. Nosh. We got an EAO. No I, no U. No I, no U. But there's really a U because it's there. It's the money sign. Up front. No F, huh? Oh, no, we got an F. No A. There is no A. R. I. No I. I. R. What Zest? Is there a Z? There is. We got Zest. What's up, Lydia Vono? This was never 300 tickets. This was always 150. Pond. No D. So the cash words and the cash words and the bingos were always $300 books. I R I R R R R. O H R. All right, we need a big win. My phone didn't like the NES, always changing it to yeah. A lot of people don't like the NES. OAI. By the way, I am live tomorrow with a much funner book than this. I agree with you, Sean. I do agree with you. Oh. He didn't mean anything by that, James. That's Kevja. He was saying that the ticket was a loser. He's not calling me a loser. Kevja's been around forever. No E. No U. Fly. FLY. I need Ma'am to come do this with me. I just need Ma'am to come and do a live with me of cash words. That'd be fun. She has gotten every single one right away tonight. Anything else? Going once, going twice. SGN. IUA. No E, no O. Let's go. E. A lit. All right, we got a lit. Is there an N? No N either. Ugh. E. N E. Is there a D? A D for the win? Nope. No D. E. T. E. D. E. All right. That one right there is going in the loser pile. I did once. I really was kind of young when Portofino's was the big thing. But I ate there one time for somebody's party or something. I wasn't old enough to appreciate it. No E, no I. You know where I never ate, though? I never ate at Hilltop Steakhouse. Not once in my life did I ever eat there. I got the meat from the store, but I never ate at Hilltop Steakhouse. It just wasn't a place my parents ever took us. I don't know. Is he not putting the? Yeah, let me look. Somebody said he's Robert asleep, so I don't know if he's this. What? He was definitely nodded off. The last win was 125. He was nodded off, but I don't think he missed any, did he? Did he miss a... He did the last one, but he was definitely nodded off. What is the Asian restaurant in Malden? Now? I forget the name of it. It's on Exchange Street, that one. Or, well, there's so many Asian restaurants in Malden. I think you're thinking of the one on the Malden Medford line. And what was the name of it? Tiki Island? That one? That was the big one. Yeah, Robert's probably ready to go to bed. He thought I was crazy for wanting to do this book. E, E, O. No E again. Yeah, no E, no O. Jumbo. It's long. It's a long and narrow place. What's the one? There was one on Exchange Street in Malden that was long and narrow. Was it like downtown, like in a building downtown? There's so many Asian Chinese food restaurants in Malden. ORY. That's the non-winning variety. We had Spy. That was it. All right. We're almost done, guys. We got like 18 tickets to go, I think. OUA. Guess what, guys? I have another book of these for tonight. You guys want to do another book tonight? Let's go. Oh, I don't know. I see. I don't know them now. I know which one you're talking about, and I just don't know the name because I'm not in Malden anymore. Yeah, we got another book for tonight. Yeah, let's go. Let's go. We can only do it if Robert is in for it. If Robert can stay awake, we'll do another book. All right, that right there's of the non-winning variety, just the word pawn. Yep, he said yes, right? No, Robert says no. So guess what? We cannot do another book tonight. Robert said no. He just ruined it for everybody. OAI. No E. I'm just kidding. I really don't have another book. I would never do that. I really don't have another one. I could go get one. Club? You guys are all telling me go to the club. What's up, Missy Poo? All right, club. Let's see the word club. All right, I'm just looking at something real quick. And then you guys tell me if there's any other words. Oh, whoops. That's not what I wanted. Why did I go there? All right. Huh. I wonder what video I was watching there. On my thing, it said that. Whose video would that have been? It was already open, and it says that the video is no longer available. I don't know whose live I was watching. It says no longer available due to a third-party claim against the channel. I don't know who's. I was watching for that. It was probably a couple weeks ago. Disc, because I haven't opened up my laptop in a minute. NRH. Hey, what's up, Ted? Hey, Ted, we had a ticket earlier with your name on it. It said Ted. It did, too. It said T-E-D right in the first three letters. I don't know where it is now. But I don't know. All right. You were streaming it. All right, let's IOTA. Do we have anything other than IOTA? We don't. We have an FOW. IOTA is the only word there. Who has not hit that like button yet? Can we get up over 150? We are doing a giveaway of the speaker, Mass Lottery speaker. No E, no O. Let's go. O E E E E O E E E O E O O O O E E E E. Probably crawl. We have crawl. We have to have crawl. You're always going to get one word. No chance of not getting one word. Come on, money. S and G. All right. UIO. No A or E. EA. No M, huh? M-A-M-A. Window. Window. We got window. A-E-E-E. A-A-E. Grew up on Echo Street. E-A-E-A-A-A-A-E. I grew up on Echo Street in Malden. I lived on Essex Street in Malden, Echo Street in Malden, a couple other ones later, but those are the ones I really grew up on. I was born in Boston, lived in Roxbury for the first year of my life on Pompey Street. So yes, I am a Bostonian. I have 4 siblings. One other sibling is also a Bostonian. The rest were all born elsewhere. 2 in Mississippi and 1 in Malden. But I am... Do we have kick? We can't have kick because there's no I. There's no kick. Low. Low. How low can you go? All right. Are you guys saying this? I believe D. And she says cut. Cut. We have a winner. Ah, don't be sorry. Oh my gosh, ma'am. You are not wrong. It is right there, Mass and Cass. Can you imagine if I still lived there? If I lived there now, I would get like TWO, $2. I would get like a contact high just by walking out my door. So I'll tell you a funny story. Moved away from there when I was 1. Oh, look at that, ABC. That's fun. I moved away from there. Oh, we got 5-5. Are we going to get more? Probably 10. Let's do it. We got bus. We got say. Can we get more? Oh. I mean, already we're doing all right. We got 2 more will be 5. Okay. I don't see a 20 code. Oh, I do see a 20 code. You're right. It is a 20 code. It's TWI. You are absolutely right. Good call. Trevor, I thought I saw a TEN code. I didn't look at the others. I thought it was going to be a 10. All right, well, we got a wash, right? So we got bus, say, a wash. Roberts row? Where oh SRO. Oh, the money sign. Okay. And that's a double. So what's that? 4 words. 4 words is 5, and then 5, and then double that is $20. $20. Ticket 137 for 20. This book is pretty good. EOU. I'm guessing that I won't get my money back, but I'm guessing. And this is a book me and my one of my awesome supporters and friends, Lisa. It's just the 2 of us in this. SRO 207 out of 300 right now. SRO. Calling all SRO. All right, let's go. We have no A or I. Do we have a Y? No Y either. Tree. Tree turdy. I'm going to do this the easy way. VWE. We just had tree. Let's do bonus first. Oh, look at that. Good ticket to do bonus first. It's only $4. Look at that, guys. FOR. Should we scratch the letters just so you can see? Look, it says FOR. There's nothing that will be here. Promise. You can take a look, though. Once it says FOR, it's FOR. And David, you are just in time. No, not a bad return on this at all. I'm guessing that it's going to be somewhere around 228 with that $50 winner. It's my guess, but I could be wrong. There's $2 there. All right, let's see. It cannot. I haven't seen anything with the $2 being more than 2 or $4 being more than 4. I have seen the 5s have more. I've seen the 1s obviously have more. O-I-E-U, no A. And I've never seen a vowel down here. Sly, no S. A. No H. No H. A-H. Who's going to be there for my live tomorrow? Who's going to be in my live tomorrow at 4 o'clock? A full $50 book of tickets. That's $2,500. Who's going to be there for 4 o'clock tomorrow? O-H-R. Sherry says, me. James says, I will be there. Bella Triarts is going to be there. Hayden Doobie, what's up? Trevor's going to be there. Katie will be there in spirit. Robert will be there in spirit. John W. is going to be at work watching. I know you'll be watching, so that's why I said that, watching. Diane's going to try. Linda says she hopes to be there. Tomorrow's your grocery day. You have all day to get groceries, Dee. All day. I-U-A-E. No O. Still no O. Jackie's going to be there. Mam's going to be there. Kimberly McConnell said she's going to try. TRE. That right there is not of the winning variety. What's up? Boston Girl Bridget said she's going to be there. Boston Girl Bridget, you should drive up and really be there. I'm going to be at the corner store in Randolph. How far is Randolph from you? You're going to be doing your hair? The corner store in Randolph at 4 o'clock. If you come, you got a scratch. Oh my gosh! If you guys, oh my God, it's far for me too. It's far for me. You know, some things that we do for each other. You know, I'm willing to meet you halfway. Kev's just gonna be watching. What do we got? Hayes for the word? Hayes. It's your day to watch the lawn grow. It's hair washing day. You know, if you shaved it down there, you wouldn't have to wash it. All right. I wouldn't say that to just anybody, but Boston Girl Bridget has the funniest effing sense of humor ever. If you want to go, like, laugh your ass off, you've got to check out her channel. It's hilarious. Warren. But I know you Fall River girls. Yeah, it is one for you, too. You Fall River girls, you know, you just don't believe in it, you know, it's the old rug. Vienna. All right, we got like, I don't know, 6 more tickets, and then we got giveaways. Like 6 more tickets. We've done very well on these. How was it without the microphone? Is it scratchy? I know when it pops up on the live, when it reposts, it'll be scratchier, but you clean in between. Vacuum it. Shampoo the carpets. All right. Yay. Gown. Thank you for getting us back on topic, man. Oh. What do we got here? A cop? Oh, it sounds like an ambulance, actually. It was. All right. We got gown. John W., that's a good question. So, my friend had a cottage that I used to go up to at Ospey Lake. That's how I ended up starting to go, oh, we got $2. TWO, $2. Enjoy granny when big. Well, aren't you almost a granny? Like, you got married kiddos, right? Might as well be a granny. You wish you were. All right. Joist is almost like Boston girl Bridget's favorite word, moist. You've been listening to 2 hours back? Jesus. 508 Record Guy, this is a family channel. Family channel. You're a granny to a dog, but yes, your son's married. Well, probably pretty quick here. All right, FHR. You know, you're not getting any younger. You're going to want a day, and it's a loser. You're probably not going to want to you know, you're going to want to spend a little time with them before, you know, your time on Earth is gone. What's up, Jojo? How are you, my friend? Wow, Trevor coming in hot with, like, rap. What else we got? That was quick. Plain. Do we really have plain? Yeah, we do. We have a winner. We got rap and plain. Hit? Really? All right. Yeah, we do. Ski, stop it. Oh my gosh, guys. Ski. That's 4 words. That's already $5. Oh, we got she. We got she. Oh, do we have disco? Oh no, I'm late to the party. Was it $5 or was it 10? $5. This is actually a really good book back, honestly. For $300, not a bad return at all. Yeah, we got shit. Soap. All right. RH. There was no O, though, for soap. All right. Let's go. Do we have sub? We got sub. All right. No E. No P. I was hoping everybody's writing sub. I was hoping you guys are all writing a different word that we don't have already. No O. O-H-R. Alrighty, here it is, the last ticket, and then we got some giveaways. Thank you guys all for being here, staying awake. Well, some of you still stayed awake. Some of you woke back up. All right. No A. No A. No T. A-T. That sounds like another ambulance. Oh, it's going the other way right now. They already picked up. That was quick, huh? That was a quick pickup. Opus? Anything other than Opus? All right. OHL. What was the Robert? What was the amount back? That was a good book. Even though it's a loss, it was a great book, guys. Honestly, gave us a lot of fun. That $50 win was a lot of fun. 220 out of 300. So that means that the book minimum now is 170. It used to be 178. That's possible. All right. I didn't look it up. All right. So if Katie is still here, if she could put the starts and the stops, we're gonna do some ticket giveaways first. You guys know how it goes. If you're a channel member, you'll get 2 tickets. If you're not, you'll get 1. We're playing for that ticket right there first. One guess only, 0000 to 9999. Only put it in once or it will be deleted and you'll be out. One guess only, closest without going over to a random number generator. I gotta go get a phone to do this with. Alrighty, I went and stole Robert's phone from him. One guess only. We're gonna go to random.org. We're gonna verify that we're a human. We're gonna put it from 0 to 9999. Oh, you know who just went live after this? Cash or Crash Las Vegas went live. If everybody is looking for somewhere to go, he's probably going through coins tonight. I love Coach Steve. He had cancer last year, and he revitalized his channel by not being in the casino all the time and walking around Fremont Street. And he does everything from, sometimes he still goes down Fremont and stuff, but he does a lot of coins, a lot of paper, like cash, like going through it, finding stuff. He unwraps like baseball cards and basketball cards from like the 80s. He's just a really interesting, fun guy. And anyway, just put in guess one number. Natalie, just put in a number. Any number you want between 0000 and 9999. Just put in any number. Oh, you know what? I think Natalie is, yeah, as somebody said to refresh. And we're doing a speaker giveaway, so don't leave. That's a fun one. All right. We'll give Natalie like 2 seconds, and then she'll be in for the next one, hopefully, if... Oh, we got Clearwater Shark come in. Cuda. All right, stops are up. All right. Oh, we'll take Martine Newell if they didn't have one in already. We haven't. It came in right after. We'll take that. All right. So if you're a channel member, you get 1. I mean, if you're not a channel member, you get 1. If you're a channel member, you get 2. And the way that it goes, up to $50 is yours and yours alone. After that, we split it, even if it's a jackpot. Minus lawyers, everything else, we would split it. Whatever I would get, you would get. All right. Why did that generate? 3061. Who is closest to 3061? All right. 3061. 3061. Who's closest to that? I'm going to let the mods tell me. Who is it? Hayden? People are saying Hayden. 1 second. All right, Hayden. You get a ticket. You have to be... Are you 18, Hayden? I assume you're 18. Are you 18? You're 18? You're double deuce. That's my number. All right, Hayden. Whatever's on here, up to $50 is yours and yours alone. After that, we split it. Minus lawyer fees, taxes, all that good stuff. But let's do it. Let's have that problem. All right. Katie, if you can go ahead and do the starts and stops for the next one. All right. Come on. 30, 35, and 8. Come on. We want to win. I always want these to be winners. 17, 13, 6. Come on. 36. Come on. Let's find a life at the bottom here. 3, 9, 7. 33. Unfortunately, Hayden, that was of the non-winning variety. You can't win the next one for the tickets, but stay tuned. Don't leave yet, because you can. I always allow, so you can only win one time, but when I'm doing a giveaway, like the speaker here, you could still win the speaker, even if you win a giveaway for a ticket. Get your guesses in. One guess only. You're welcome, Sherry. I appreciate you. You're here all the time. You have been a... Is that another David Russell? Are there two David Russells in here? That's funny. Huh. There are two David Russells. What's up, Tragedy Stacks? Hope you've been well. Miles Low. That's funny. Two David Russells. Hey, it's Ron and Judy. How are you? That's funny. Two David Russells. What's up, Susan? Let's go. Bruce Racine in the house. Bruce, are you related to Dan? What's up, Danielle Jenny? Bruce, are you related to Dan Racine? No? Oh, too bad. Dan Racine is a great person. Phenomenal individual. Friend of the channel. Just a friend. He's a good guy. All right, let's go. 4203. Who's closest to 4203 without going over? Oh, my God. I see Katie with 4194. How is this even going to be possible to beat? Anybody got 42? Jesus. Ben is related to Dover. All right. I don't think anybody's beating Katie. Anybody beating Katie? Katie is a member. Katie's been a member for 56 months or something. All right. If Katie's a member, and I think she is. I mean, I know she is. If it's Katie, she's getting these two tickets right here. Ron and Judy been a member for 16 months. Thank you. All right, Katie. Katie, before you go celebrating, okay, you got to put the stats up for the next one. Let's go. If it's a member on the next one, this is the last ticket giveaway. If it's a member on the next one, instead of a $5 ticket, you'll get a $10 ticket. You thought Ben was in Nova? All right, starts go up, and then we'll scratch these two for Katie. Oh, and forever. 57 months for Katie. Woohoo! I love this ticket, Sherry. All right, starts are up. One guess only. Come on. I want to split $1 million with Katie right now. Come on. Come on. Something big. Boat. All right. Could be 20. Crown. Katie, there it is. All right. Member for 14 months. Thank you so much, David Russell. Not the other David Russell, just this David Russell. All right, Katie. We're going to save this one for last. Don't be a boat. Thank you. All right. Let's go crown. 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 Oh, damn apple. I'm never eating another apple in my life. Oh. Oh. Come on, Katie. All right, we got strawberries and a lemon. Fruit. All fruit. Do we get anything for all fruit? We got a trophy and a trophy. We need the trophy in the middle right there. That is very doable. Trophy. Key lock. All right. I like the not having it in the middle. That is very doable. It's my favorite way. Katie, do we want to see the prize amount first? Do we want to see the prize? We want to see what we're going for? All right, $10. $10. I think it is. Oh, you freaking boat. I really thought that was going to be a trophy for $10. Oh, Katie. Well, I do appreciate you. All right. Unfortunately, that was of the non-winning variety. All right, stops are up. There's the damn phone. I'm going to put... I hate Robert's phone doesn't use my face password. Okay. $16.90. If you're not a channel member, you get that ticket. If you're a channel member, you get Cash King. If this one doesn't get one, you'll see this one in a short soon, because that's what this video. This was ticket 99. It was the last one. I got it to do it as a short video. But if you're a channel member and you win and get $10 and 1690, you'll get my short video instead. Who's coming in with 1690? And then we got the last speaker. What do we got? Clarence? Clarence with 1200. All right, Clarence with 1200. Let's go. Yeah, those damn boats, Nissy Poo. All right, 1690. Closest was Clarence with 1200 to 1690, huh? All right, Clarence, here it is. You know the rules because I've already said them. 33, 18, 25, and 26. 34. 35 and 8. 39, 38, 16, 21, and 19. 31. Did I say 31? I know I said 21. Nope. I want to pay out something here. Come on. 17. 1. 29. Womp, womp, womp. All right. Who wants to win the speaker? Katie's going to go ahead and put up the stats and stops for the last giveaway, which is this awesome Kino lottery speaker. It's actually really, really nice. I'm not going to lie. I have one. I love it. I use it for work. Love it. What's up, Veteran Scratcher? Hello, my friend. One guess only. It has to be mailed in the U.S. That's the only caveat to this. I can't do international shipping. I hope it's Ghost that wins so that I can save on shipping. Or if Gene wins, I can drop it off. If James wins, I can save on shipping. Come on. If Bruce Racine wins, I'll give it to Dan, and he can give it to Bruce.
If David Russell wins, I'm gonna have to split it in half. Each David Russell would get half. Chris, I had a back last week. The lottery, but Ghost is getting a back. Ghost is getting a back because that was in the lottery swag pack for Ghost. The lottery gave me backs, but they didn't. I don't think they have a lot left because they didn't offer me any the other day. I might have a back around here for you, Chris. I might have a vacuum. Oh, look. I probably do. Hostile, did you win a vac? I don't even know. Hostile, there's like, you had a thing that was around. I have no clue where your bag is. Like, there's no coins. Like, I don't know. I don't know whatever happened to all that stuff. It floated in my van forever and it's gone. Well, that's because you didn't send me an address, Boston girl Bridget. You can't. I know. Boston girl Bridget, if you send me your address, I'll send. You know what? If you just meet me at the corner store tomorrow, I'll give you a lottery pack. Tell me you're coming first, though. Veteran Scratcher, did you win? Oh, you meant for the yes, veteran, yes. I think I have your for the. You mean for the channel membership thing? Yeah, we have those right here. Honestly, Robert and I said, well, I think he has an appointment, but we have all of those done right here, ready to be mailed out. Right there. Coolness crew, awesomeness crew, and then there's another bucket with other ones. They're all ready to be shipped. Oh. The porn store? I don't think so. All right. Are the stops up? The stops are up. Let's go ahead and do this random number generator. All right, guys, let's go. All right, 1690 was the last one. 4799. Well, so veteran, it goes by. I think blue is what you're getting because blue is coolness crew. I don't know what. I don't know which one. So blue is coolness crew. Green is awesomeness crew. Each one has its own color. Yeah, each one. I don't know, but yeah. So if your coolness, blue is it, because each one has. Yeah, I sent James because I was sending him other ones that we made for him. So he has his member one and a set of the NES, Katie, and Robert one. All right. Who is closest? Who won? Goes to saying David. David who? David Russell? It'll be funny if it's hostile. Hostile, is it you? Hostile gamer. Oh my god. Oh my god, it's hostile. Hostile, I'll set this aside for stuff you'll never get. That's hilarious. No, hostile, let's message me. We'll meet up sometime this week. I really don't know where that other stuff is, but I'll I'll give you this and throw some other lottery crap together for you. To make up for the. No, 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 no. Hostile. This is really nice. This is really nice. You know what though? Because I won't have to ship this out to Hostile. Let's do one more giveaway. Because I'll meet up with Hostile. I really will. Hostile. I'm in the area all the time. Robert's in Methuen, and I'm always down in Methuen. I know that you're close. But I won't have to ship this one. So let's do one more. If Katie's still here. James, James, I'll talk to you later. So tomorrow I'm going down because I have the scratch, so I'm not going to be around tomorrow. But I'll be around in the next couple days. All right, Katie put up the stats and stops. We'll do one more. I have a few of them, so because I don't have to ship that one out, we'll do another one. But I'll still get it to Hostile. This is actually a really nice speaker. I'm not gonna lie. The quality of these speakers is amazing. My guess, Gene, is that you're gonna get one of these. What's up, Scott G? Kelly in the house, Kelly Bob. I'm guessing, Gene, that this will be in your pack from Mark. I'm not 100% sure, but I know he's going for good stuff for those 10 people, so I'm guessing that this will be one of them. That's just a wild, wild guess. Because I know he was waiting for some water bottle to come in that was like a nice water bottle and some other stuff. Maria, welcome to the Coolness Crew. Thank you so much for joining. Maria, send me an email to newenglandscratcher@gmail.com. newenglandscratcher@gmail.com. I got some dog tags for members. So send me that email. newenglandscratcher@gmail.com. Yeah, what did you say? You had two of these? It's great. I've taught. Oh, this is stupid. Robert's damn phone. All right, stops are up. All right, let's do one more generate here. 6679. Yeah. So, Joe, were you one of the ones that also got in on the 10? The 10 people? 6679. So, Joe, yes, he said that because he's waiting for some stuff to come in. He's waiting for some new swag stuff. Oh, that's very nice, D. They're great about giving stuff out. All you have to do is ask them. If you go in and say, hey, you got any swag, especially in Dorchester, go into Dorchester, just say, hey, you got anything cool? Noah in Dorchester is the man. He is the director of Dorchester and the director of the jackpot wins. He is the guy. Amanda, yay, Amanda Easteridge. Send me an email to newenglandscratcher@gmail.com. Can one of the mods type that in? newenglandscratcher@gmail.com for Maria and for Amanda. Hostile. In the next couple days, I'll meet up with you. And I'll get you one of these, and I'll throw. I know I have some other stuff. I don't have a lot of lottery stuff right now, but I have some. Oh, in Worcester, they just they hand it right to you. Well, that was nice. That's nice. Not all lottery centers are like that. I can tell you. You know, I know some of them just don't get it as much as other ones. All right, guys. You're the best. Thank you all for being here. Thanks for all the likes. Thanks for all the love. I'll see you tomorrow, 4 o'clock, for the live. That is $2,500 book of a $2,500 book of $50 tickets. Now I'm tired. I'm going to get something to eat though. I think I'm gonna go do a chicken sandwich from Burger King. It's the only thing I really like from Burger King. All right. Love you guys. Have an awesome, awesome night. I'll see you tomorrow. I love you, Aunt Dala.